Here in America, the word steak is strongly associated with the word grill. But the truth is, the specimens produced in high-end steakhouses like Maison de Fluffy stuff rarely see a grill. They are instead cooked under powerful broilers like this. Come here.
A simple device, really. Gas flames superheat ceramic elements capable of generating radiant energy in the 2,500-degree range. Fahrenheit, of course. The drawer comes out. Steak goes on the drawer. Steak goes under the broiler, and in no time at all, you have yourself a beautifully seared piece of meat. No muss and not a lot of fuss. So if you've got one of these babies, you're good to go. Yeah, me either. Luckily, we can fake it. Here's what you need. A flat fireproof spot, and I like a fireproof mat available at your local barbecue store, a cinder block, a charcoal grill grate, also available at a hardware or grilling store, a large chimney starter for charcoal available, well, you've got it. And you're also going to need a large metal mixing bowl, preferably one you don't care a lot about, and a pound of natural charcoal. Yes. I actually weighed the charcoal. And what better method to quantify the amount of a bunch of jagged chunks like that? Oh. All right. Ignition will require fuel, and that will come in the form of just a little bit of yesterday's paper. We're also going to use some accelerant, vegetable oil. Nice shot. Or canola oil will do. Wad that up and place below the charcoal. Light with your trusty fire stick or long matches. Now, the oil will burn very slowly, keeping the fire active long enough to thoroughly set the charcoal ablaze. And that'll reach optimal thermal range in about 15 minutes. In the meantime, let's contemplate the rest of our grilling hardware. You do have your very own comfy custom kettle grill chair, don't you? No? Well, you should get your prop people on that right away. Now, what else do we need? Long spring-loaded tongs, a fire extinguisher, and, of course, insulated gloves. Now, as you can see, the coals have burned down a good amount. There are ashes all around. I can see all the way through the grate at the bottom of the chimney. This is a perfect fire. Okay, so take the chimney off. Knock off as many ashes as you can. Remove ashes from the grate itself. Remember, hot. Place the seasoned steak dead center and replace the chimney right on top. Now set your timer for 90 seconds. Okay, now I have never seen a porterhouse that wouldn't fit under the chimney, but you should always check ahead just to make sure you've got a good fit. So what we have here, of course, our very own high-powered broiler. Ha! Take that! Cast of the Maison de Fluffy, or whatever you're called. Time's up and we flip. See that crusty exterior? That's what happens when high heat tangles with water-soluble proteins like the ones pulled out by the salt. Recover, and time another minute and a half. Not a second more or less, please. Time's up. Okay, we're 3 minutes into the cooking, and our steak has had all of the close-up searing heat it can take. Any more, and the mahogany brown crust will turn to black. By the same token, the inner meat, not yet at the sweet spot, say between 120 and 125, medium rare. So, lift the chimney, remove the grate, and place on top of the chimney, and cover with your bowl. Okay, this creates kind of a mini oven, which, despite convective heat, will not create nearly the BTUs that the steak base below. Set your clock for 1 minute. Bowl comes off, meat is turned, bowl goes back on, and we cook for 1 more minute. That's going to be a total of only 5 minutes of heat. Time to evacuate. Now, as is typical of large pieces of red meat, the temperature can actually continue to go up for a short period of time after removal from the heat. Now, we have topped out at 123 degrees, which is fine. It'll toast up to medium rare. Now, we've got to give this steak at least a 5-minute rest, and I like to do it right here on the rack so that it doesn't sit in its own juices. That can dissolve the outer char, which I don't want. Now, this will give the heat and inside, and of course the associated pressure, time to subside. Now, if you skip this step and just cut into the steak, you're going to see all the beautiful juices just run all over the tray. You don't want that, do you? I thought not. Patient.